Okay, now watch now, okay? I lay down here, okay? Okay. Attack!
Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife, and the man you just got done watching knock down his students without even touching them goes by the name of Sensei Dr. Hidy Hiraoka PhD. You're probably wondering what he's a PhD in. Most likely he's a doctor of bullshit. The doctor here is the founder of something called Cosmo Power. Yes, that's the actual name. On his website, he claims that Cosmo Power, and I quote, can hypnotize people in several different ways in the instant moment, which might explain this. On that website, he also claims that he can help people who are physically uncoordinated. From what I saw in this workout video, it doesn't seem to be working very well. One really odd claim that they have that stood out to me was that you don't need anesthesia to numb the body when using Cosmo Power. That's right, Cosmo Power apparently also makes you invulnerable to sword strikes as well as numbing the area without anesthesia. Apparently Cosmo Power is a cure-all that makes you invincible.
Woo! I am invincible!
I guess invincible until someone who's not in the cult actually attacks you, and then you probably get this.
Ow!
Like any other martial arts school, Cosmo Power sells merchandise such as t-shirts, hats, and insoles for some reason. But unlike other martial arts schools, their merchandise comes equipped with Cosmo Power. I mean, take a look at these for instance. What do you see? Probably some insoles. Some cheap, crappy looking insoles. But that's to the layman, like you or I. These are actually Cosmo Power feet energizers. Move over Dr. Scholl's, there's a new sheriff in town, and it's Cosmo Power insole feet energizer. $2 million of research in natural healing elements, and these puppies will recharge your entire body, from your reflexology zones and energize all nerves that start in your brain and end in your feet. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but clearly this doctor does not have a PhD in writing. But maybe it's not your feet that need help. It's your brain and your head that needs help. Kind of like the crazy people who follow this man. You don't need a regular hat when you have mental issues. You need one of their patented Cosmo Power brain energizers. As I stated in an earlier post, $2 million in research and natural healing elements placed in your hat can energize your brain directly right where you need it. These hats rebuild your energy at the source of your intelligence and creativity. Did you notice how in that video no one was wearing a Cosmo Power hat, including the guy attacking him with a sword? We all know if they wore one of those hats though, it wouldn't stop the crazy. Maybe instead they need a McDojoLife hat, because I wear this thing all the time, and I have never been knocked over, knocked back, or affected by chi, ever. I'm just saying, my hat has a better track record than apparently theirs do.
No cap.
The last item I want to cover on their website, to you and I, looks like a regular t-shirt. But once again, we would be wrong. These healing t-shirts provide material healing elements that can be placed over your injuries and weak organs to re-energize your body and rebuild your health. Have an injury? Don't go to a doctor. Buy one of these. Put it on. It'll fix you right up. But magic clothing isn't the only thing this guy's selling. For instance, check out what happens when someone tries to stab him.
Okay, me. Okay, go ahead. Go, go, go. Come closer.
That's not chi, that's halitosis. What are the odds someone's ever gonna try to stab you though? What if someone tries to punch him? That's way more likely.
First, okay, now he can reach me here, right? Okay, okay. I put the, okay, stay back, okay. No, stay back, sorry, okay. I put the energy barrier, okay, here, okay. Okay, reach my head. Come on.
So the student couldn't stab or punch him. I wonder what the explanation is for something like that. What does the student have to say?
The harder that I try, the more punishment I get. And I use the word punishment because what'll happen is as I get to here, and if I were to strike harder, my arm becomes completely immobile because of the tension and the muscles.
That is utter and complete bullshit. It's pretty rare for me to be able to find an origin story for most of these chi masters. Most just kind of appear out of nowhere, but luckily for us, the doctor here decided to go on a local access television show back in the day, and he actually explains what got him started using chi powers.
I actually developed one day teaching martial art, and then I found out people just bounce off or just cannot take my punch or fly back. And then I thought, well, this is strange. Then a windy, cold winter day when I'm doing this to one of my teenager students, and then he said, "Sensei, please stop that. My stomach is boiling." Oh, well, this is something different kind of energy. Because cold winter day, breezy day, and then he said the stomach is boiling. He was standing about 15, 16 feet away from me on the outside of the building. Then my science thought that mind that maybe I should try again. Then he just went to ran away from me. Ended up like at the end of the building. So I chased him. No, I don't do it again. Then because he didn't feel comfortable, and so just went away from my energy.
That's right. Apparently one of his students had gas or had to take a crap while he was waving his hands, and he attributed that to magically he has powers now. Seems legit. His appearance on that show was actually pure comedy gold. Unfortunately, he's being serious. Now, if you thought his origin story was strange, check out the explanation of this photo that's actually on his website.
Get a close-up of this picture if you can, and you can actually, this was a throwaway camera, huh, Dr. Hiraoka?
Exactly, yes. It's somatic chip
over
camera.
in, where was this at?
Tokyo.
And you can see the energy that this throwaway camera caught coming right out of Dr. Hiraoka's eyes during a training over in Hawaii. He trains individuals throughout the world, from people up in high political places to sports athletes, people of all sorts. I have a couple other photographs here I'd like to get on the screen if we could real quick, and we can see this energy. And we'll get Ronald up right here right now.
While he's holding it, I explained this vortex of energy just came up, and then this energy right here, when I was working on this, and also shadows lighten up in this area, and then prismatic also the color here, and also the still partially the energy here, and then that's what all this throwaway camera type caught this in Tokyo. 2001, March 17th.
That's right, they're trying to say that that light that came out on that photo was actually proof, photographic evidence that he had energy coming out of his eyes. But anyone who's actually looked into it for more than 2 seconds or taken a basic photography class would know that that's commonly referred to as a lens flare. It's just simply reflection of light from the sun. That's all that is. Now, of course, no interview would be complete without a demonstration. Let's see what that looked like.
Power to protect themselves, appearing on the screen here at any time. There it is, 510-652-7444. Next around the Bay Area, and he will be able to demonstrate this power. This is why he's one of the top martial artists in the world, bar none. Power can be utilized.
Up to this point, we really haven't shown him much in the martial arts setting. We've seen him practicing his art outside of a martial arts classroom, but as you can see, he's been around for a long time and he teaches inside classrooms as well. Most likely at this point in his life, though, he's probably no longer around, but as we know as martial artists, there's something called lineage. So just because he's no longer teaching does not mean that one of those students is not still teaching, because they probably are.
This is something, a little different. This one is the Cosmo energy method, And they tried to attack me, And they all repelled and went down to the floor.
Just passing down the crazy to the next generation, and so on and so on. Time to give this guy some Dillmans. Anyone who's followed the page up to this point probably knows exactly how many Dillmans this guy's gonna get. 5 out of 5 Dillmans. The guy believes that he could do absolutely everything. Hell, he even claimed in one of his posts that was on his website that he can make someone lose weight using this magical voodoo chi energy. This was before. This was after. Did you notice the only difference? They turned him slightly, they backed the camera up, and they just basically rolled his underwear up over his belly. So, like, after one treatment, you too can roll your underwear over your belly. But anyway, that brings us to the question of the day. What is the craziest thing that you have seen in martial arts? I gotta know. It could be a news story, it could be a personal story, it could be something that you saw from afar, it could be something that you participated in or maybe saw in a movie. What is the craziest thing that you've seen in the martial arts industry? Be sure before you write anything else in the comment sections below to answer the question of the day, so that way I know that you watched the entire video. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and of course, memberships. Keep the martial arts legit.
My baby got robbed the other day by degenerates. So she wanted to learn some new form of this self-defense. So she did her research and perused it online and found this dude said he could move shit with his mind. He called himself Seafood Paul Zimmerman. He got a dojo with a strip mall near Cinnabon. Now she spends all day trying to break boards with her thoughts, but the only thing she's breaking is my little life.